Facebook? What's up, Instagram? Happy Wednesday. Happy meal plan day. This is a very exciting Wednesday because it is our fan favorites week for the fall. We do it every quarter, but this is the fall one, which means this week's meal plan, this week only, is all of the top fan favorite recipes, meaning all the recipes that have 5 stars, were #1, took over Instagram, took over Facebook. These are all the most popular recipes from the whole fall season, so you don't want to miss it. If you've been thinking about it, this is the week to try because these are all the best recipes voted by our members. So that being said, fall favorite week, get it, getmealplans.com. I'm actually going to make one of the fall favorites right now, which is the pizza chili. I think I just slurred my words. Pizza chili. This is so easy. It takes like 7 minutes to put together, and then you just let it simmer on the stove and make your house smell amazing. Kids love this. I can't even begin to tell you how much luck I've had with kids and husbands eating this. Like, my husband loves it. But of course, you guys know me. I'm going to take a lot of shortcuts, even more shortcuts, and I'm going to make some substitutions because I just got home from being away for a while and I don't have everything on hand, but that's the great thing about these plans is you make it work. So anyway, let's get started. Thanks for all the hearts, stars, and likes. All right, so we're over here. Instagram, you guys can see me. My mini food processor, my assistant, is here today. She's going to get her job done too. So the first thing I need to start with is chopping up a small onion, but I didn't have an onion, so I'm just using a shallot. This is a great tip. If you don't have an onion or a recipe calls for half an onion, just use a shallot. Seriously, doesn't matter. It works. So that's what I'm doing because I don't have any onions, which I don't know how I don't have onions because I buy like 5 pounds of them at once, but you know, whatever, that's how it is. So I'm just peeling this off really quickly, getting all this little skin and little, I don't know, are those like little roots? I don't know. So just getting that all peeled up and ready to go into my mini. And I know you guys have been buying this mini food processor after seeing me use it. I love it. I hope you get one, really. If you cook every night and you don't batch cook on the weekend, this is your best friend. Best friend ever. And if you don't have great chopping skills, this little guy right here, he is your best friend. So, and also thanks to everyone who has given up some hugs and love on Facebook. I appreciate it. I love you guys. I'm so glad this community is together and happy and everyone is safe and all that stuff. So, let me see. Okay, got that in there. Alrighty. See, that's so fast. Like, it's so fast, guys. Look at how fast this is. Like, I can't imagine in life any other way than with this mini food processor. I feel like Cuisinart, or however you say their name, needs to start paying me because I love their stuff so much. But really, I do. I just love it. I just can't imagine not having this little processor. I bought him probably 10 years ago at Bed Bath & Beyond when I had a 20% off coupon, and it has earned its money. It has earned its money. So, all right, that was first. Now I need to do the garlic next. Same thing. Gonna put my garlic in there. Not gonna mess around today. I'm just coming back from vacation. It's been hard to get into the rut of work, so that alone makes it worth it. Alrighty. Just get my garlic in here. And of course, you guys know, what am I going to do? I'm going to add more garlic because I always add more garlic. We like to keep the vampires away, you know. So let me just add a little bit more garlic. I just really like garlic. I know. You know, it's so good for you. Add that extra garlic clove. Why not? Ugh. I'm married. It's okay. Okay. So I'm going to put this in here. And we're done. Like, what was that? I should have you guys time me someday. I mean, it's so easy. Alrighty. I love all these little shortcuts. It makes my life easy. Alright, garlic. And if you're just joining, I'm making the pizza chili from the current meal plan at getmealplans.com. This is fan favorites week, guys. This is probably one of the top fan favorites. Don't miss out. It's so good. Pizza chili, everybody loves it. And I'm actually going to talk about a few different ways to serve it, too. You don't just have to do it chili style. The only thing left is I got to chop up my... Oh, Instagram fell down. The only thing left is my bell pepper, which I'm going to stick in here, too. But while that's going, I'm going to heat up and start sauteing a little bit. So, send that over. lot of different ways to cut a bell pepper. You guys have probably seen my method a few times. It's not necessarily the best. It's just what I do and I'm comfortable with. But there's so many good videos on YouTube if you want to learn how to properly cut a bell pepper. But me, what am I doing? I'm putting it in my food processor again because I just can't be bothered today. Just not today. Still coming back from a very emotional weekend and a vacation and just, okay. And what I'm doing is I'm just pulsing it so it doesn't like puree. Did anybody count? Is it 10 times? It's usually about 10 times. And you can see it's like it's chopped, you know? It's just chopped. It's so great. Oh, thanks for all the thumbs up. I love you guys. So I'm just going to poke around, see if there's any big pieces that maybe need a little more attention. Move them around. Just do like a few more pulses just to make sure everything's nice and chopped. Yummy. Okay, see, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Perfect. Awesome. Done. Okay. So now that that's done, let me check my directions here. All right, so while this is going, so while we're sauteing, I can get everything else ready to go and talk to you guys about some of my hacks. So this is all taken care of. Move that out of the way. So I'm just going to let my vegetables saute until my onions are translucent, super fun. And so while that's going, I can do the rest of my stuff. So this recipe is using salsa and marinara because we're cool like that. This is a great way to use up all that leftover salsa and marinara that we always inevitably have. I got some chili powder. Oh, here's a hack. So, hello, how are you guys? So here's one of my hacks. When I don't have oregano, which happened, I literally have no idea how I don't have oregano. Like, what? Okay. But when I don't have oregano, which happens a lot, apparently, I use Italian seasoning. So the first ingredient in Italian seasoning is almost always oregano. It's basically oregano and a few other things. So guess what? I just use Italian seasoning. Works great instead of oregano, especially if you're new to this way of cooking and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money buying a lot of spices and herbs because I know that first investment is super expensive. I get it. So this is a great thing. I end up using Italian seasoning and pretty much anything. If it calls for oregano or basil, like I'll just pull this out. It's just whatever. And the nice thing about this is because this is pizza chili, like Italian seasoning is pizza. It works. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's so good. So that's a hack that I'm going to do today because like I said, I don't know why I don't have oregano. I like searched my pantry. It's like a raccoon came in here and took my oregano away. I have no idea. It wasn't even like the bottle was empty. It was non-existent. Fine. No biggie. We're going to use some oregano. The other thing I'm going to do is this recipe normally calls for kidney beans. As a lot of you know, my husband can't have kidney beans, but he can have white beans. So white beans are going in tonight, and I actually kind of love that idea. I love the idea of white beans because they're very Italian to be in this pizza chili, so it's kind of fun to change it up. It might look a little funky, but whatever, it'll be delicious. Oh, and that's where another hack comes in. So this is one of my super secret hacks, so shh, don't tell people. But when I want my chili to be like really thick, like a naturally thick, not like a stew sauce, not like a thin sauce, because that happens when you're not cooking with meat, because meat kind of like sends its fat out into the world, and that makes the sauce of the chili thicker. Well, we don't get that when we're using these healthy beans and lentils and stuff like that. So what I do, my little secret, is I just put the can straight in, liquid and all, because that, ooh, spilled on myself. That liquid in the bean can, it makes that same consistency, that same thickness. And so you can get the nice, thick, hearty chili with that texture, that thick, not thin, liquid texture. And all you have to do, and here's the other thing, is you just open the can and dump. You don't even have to rinse your beans. It's like even less work. It's like the triple lazy method, and it's even better. Now, I do want to make one warning. If you are going to do this, if you're not going to, you're going to just dump the whole thing in bean liquid at all, buy the low sodium or the no salt added, because otherwise it can maybe be a little too salty depending on the beans you buy. So that's a little disclaimer with this hack, but awesome, guys. Definitely check it out. And if you're using your own beans, that's cool. You can just cook it longer to make it thick. But this is my hack because I'm lazy, and you guys know I love being lazy. So coming back down, those are my 2 big hacks for today. Surprise, exciting, it's done. All right, so let me see what's going on here. So I got to keep cooking, la, la, la. Let me check and see how that's going. All right, good times. And I think I hear my husband and dogs coming up. So I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. If you do, Mateus, our foster pug, has to get surgery. He has glaucoma. And so he's probably going to be a one-eyed pug, but I told him he's still going to be a handsome boy and still going to find a family that loves him. So he's not here at my feet like usual, but the other pugs will probably make a debut here in a second. So my chili, I've just been sauteing until everything's nice and cooked and a little softer. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and add all of my seasonings, which, as you guys know, I generally don't measure, but you can. And I also tend to be a little heavy-handed, making stuff a little bit more spiced, so I'm a little bit more with that today. Again, using Italian seasoning instead of oregano because, well, I don't have oregano. I don't know. The raccoons took it. So adding that. Now for I'm going to just do a quick little stir here. Now I am going to actually measure my salsa and marinara because I don't want to do too much. So let's see what's going on here. Salsa. And I'm just using whatever restaurants. I don't even know why I have this. I don't know where I got it from. I think I got it for a party. But I'm just using what I got. So what I got just from a party, leftover, cool, whatever. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can hear the pugs. They're like barking so much outside right now. Ooh. So there's that. And now I'm all finished. Yay. No waste. Also, you can freeze salsa and marinara sauce for later in a recipe like this if that ever happens to you. All right, some marinara sauce. I know it seems crazy to do salsa and marinara sauce, but I'm telling you guys, it's just the right combination of secret to make this taste so much better. So that's all nice and cooked. And now the only thing left is to add my beans, and I'm done. I can let it simmer for a little while. Simmering makes it a little bit more flavorful, a little bit more, you know, it gets better. But so that's kind of what I do is I'll just let it sit here and simmer for a little bit. But I could serve it right now if I wanted to. There we are. So I'll just turn it down, let it sort of cook. And so I'm done. Yay, finished. Instagram will give you a pickup so you can see it a little closer. There you go. Gorgeous, right? So pretty. Beautiful, yummy. There's the pups. Excuse me, here they come. Hi, guys. So, oh, Facebook, there you go. There's the chili. I'll take a picture and leave you a final picture. So some last sort of things about this recipe and what to do with it. And kind of chili in general. So with chili, I like to eat it just as a chili, like in a bowl, like that's yummy. But a lot of times I'll have a little bit left over, not quite enough for a bowl, but still some left over. So I'm like, what do? Sometimes I put it in tortilla shells and have like a chili taco, basically. Sometimes I'll put it in a burrito. Sometimes I will, this is my favorite thing to do, is to put whatever's left over a baked potato or greens. And that's really nice, especially if you're using the meal plans like I do. So for the meal plans, I make the recipe and then I take the second serving for lunch the next day because then I don't have to think about lunch and I don't have to cook more. I just have my second serving. And so when I do that, I really love that method because it feels like a whole new meal. Like if I take the second serving of chili and I put it over greens or a potato or both, because sometimes I'll do that and make like a big bowl, it feels like a new recipe and it feels new and it doesn't feel like leftovers. And I know that's a big struggle for a lot of folks is they don't like leftovers. But then I'm like, oh, it's not leftovers. It's just a second serving in a new way. And ooh, that's yummy. And so that's something that I do a lot is, like I said, I'll put it in a burrito. I'll put it in some tacos, or I'll put it over a potato or greens, and then it feels like a new meal. Another thing I'll do sometimes is I'll blend half of it. Like I'll take it and I'll blend half, and then it makes it even more like thicker, and then I'll toss it with like pasta. So I'll have my chili, I'll blend half of it so it's thinner, and it just kind of makes it less like chunky, and then I'll mix it with like cooked pasta or even cooked rice, and that feels like a new meal too. And that's one of the really amazing things about chili and why I love it so much is it's really a versatile thing. And so a lot of times I'll take one of our chili recipes from the meal plans and I'll quadruple it, and I'll freeze some for another time, and then I'll have all these different variations to use it. And so it's just another reason why I love it so much. And anyway, so I'm done. I got to get ready to serve this up to my family and feed my pugs, which have now disappeared. Thanks for joining me. If you want to learn more, visit getmealplans.com. I will probably be back tomorrow cooking for you guys again. And yeah, this is Fan Favorite Week. It's a great week. Thanks for joining me as I cook my dinner. I love you guys. Have a beautiful night and cook your meals.